Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Okay, so this week, or I should say the last week, I have been working on last week and this week. Let's just put it that way. I've been working on plumbing. Alrighty, so let me show you what I've done so far. I came in here and put this tub in here. This is where I started, and the reason for that is I wanted to reference my toilet hole off of the tub and the vanity, you know, so you had to have 15 inches is code, I do believe, and then I just centered mine because I had more room than that. So mine's basically 16 and a half, I think, between the tub, and then 16 and a half between the vanity and that, just so it looks right when it's sitting there. So I got that hole, and then I came over here and got the hole for the sink. I drilled that, and let me just show you on this tub. The tub, I got the drain and the overflow all hooked up. I actually did that, hooked all that up before I put the tub down into place, and then of course drilled out the hole for the floor. And that's why I put the drain and everything on there, so I could find that, knowing where it was at. And then, you know, I got a 2x4 up underneath the tub on this side so that this side can rest on it. And I just put this piece of OSB there. I needed to be able to slide the tub out a little bit so that it would clear my eye joist down there. I was like right up against it. So putting that 1/2 inch of OSB right there, slid the tub out. And I'll go downstairs and I'll show you how close I was. But it actually worked real good. Alright, so all this is ready to receive pipe now. And that took me like 3 days, maybe 4, but it wasn't like my normal 4-hour day block of the, you know, of time for those 3 days, maybe 4. It was like an hour here, 1/2 hour there, stuff like that. Now down here I've been working, today's Wednesday, so I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday down here. Let me go over here where you can see it. So down here, you know, I went ahead and put the washer box right here for the wash machine. And I set the height to that, and then I was able to figure out, dang, excuse me. I was able to figure out the way I needed to set my drain. So I put a sump, P-trap, what they call it, right there. I came over and I put a T there so I could run a vent straight up. And let's go over here and show you. So the T, whoops, tripping over stuff. The vent will come out of that T. It'll go up this wall, and I'll 90 it and go over and get over here somewhere, and then 90 and go up through the top plate and out into the roof and to the outside. So that'll be vented. So the washing machine will be vented, and then of course I'm coming along and I drop down so I could go down to my 3-inch drain, which goes underneath the slab, and down into the 4-inch drain main, which goes to the septic tank. But on this 3-inch, I brought it up to this right here, so that when the washing machine's going, you know, it's going to be pushing a lot of water. And I went ahead and made it go to 3 right here, because this pipe right here, this opening, is going to go up and receive the pipe, which you can barely see right there, from the tub. So the tub's going to come down, it's going to have a sump underneath there, and then come over, go down to that plate right there, and come down and hook in to that pipe. So my theory on that is, if, you know, say the washing machine's going and it just happens to want to rinse and push all that water out, and then someone's taking a bath at that same time, and, you know, they let the water out up there, and so all that water's coming down, and, you know, they say they both meet right here at the same time, the wash machine and tub. Anyway, I just wanted to give it enough volume, you know, so I made it to where it was a 3-inch pipe, right there. And of course, as you can see, it's really angle. It's a 45 angle right there. So I came off of that up there and went down to my where it goes under the slab. 45 both of them, and so that water right there will be humming. But you know, it's good because the water from that washing machine it pushes out a lot of water, so that'll handle it right there. And then right here, I still have my opening so I can go up and go through. I'm sorry, my hand was go through that top plate right there and go over to that hole right there and pick up the toilet. I'll be able to do all that. And then right here, this pipe, you know, I'll stub it out to where it goes into the powder room right there with the 90. Well, basically a T, but it'll have a stub out going out that way. And that way I can have a pipe that goes, I can tie into it and go up to the top plate of my wall and go over. And right there is the hole for the sink upstairs. So I'll be able to tie all of that together. So, you know, like I said, I've been spending about a week. I started last week. I didn't even start on until Wednesday, and so today's Wednesday. So really, I spent a week. You know, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so, you know, about a week to do all this. But this stuff has just been, you know, you start laying out your plumbing and all that stuff, and you think, okay, how am I going to run through here? And then you think, a better way to do it would be do this. And then you look at your supply of your parts, and you don't have that part, so then you gotta go to Lowe's and get what you need and come back and do it. And so I've went to Lowe's at least every day, sometimes twice a day as I've been doing this. So I'm like, man, I waste a lot of time going back and forth. But like I said, sometimes you think of a better way. As you start putting the pipe in there, you can start to see it like the way it's supposed to go, to where it works for you. But anyway, I had my buddy over here, Wes, and he helped me get my water lines all set up to where I could run with that. And because I just wasn't sure on some of that stuff, and so I asked him about it and verified some things, because I thought it was weird. For some reason, I always thought that, like, if you brought in 3/4 line to your house, that's what you had everywhere. And, you know, but I went to start buying some of these fixtures, like this fixture for the washing machine. You know, it's a 1/2 inch hookup. So if you were running 3/4 inch, it wouldn't plug into that. You know, you had to reduce it down. So anyway, basically what Wes was telling me was, like, you know, normally you just think about it like your 3/4 inch coming into your house. I guess some people would use 1 inch, but it's more common to use 3/4 inch from what he was saying. But anyway, just think of that as like your main water line going throughout your whole house. And then whenever you're gonna, like, say you're coming across this ceiling right here, and you're gonna drop down and go to this bathroom, well, that's when you get ready to drop down, that's when you put a T on there. So it'll be 3/4, 3/4, and then your T coming off would be your 1/2 inch. And so then you just bring your 1/2 inch down and go to wherever you're going. And so once I did all that, and we went through the whole house, walking through it, kind of figuring out, because it was a little overwhelming for me when I was started coming in here and doing it. I was like, holy cow, there's a lot to this plumbing. So this has been a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, most of the time I've done plumbing is like repair stuff, and you know, that's not too bad. And but to set up the whole house, a little bit more than I thought it would be to do it. But after talking to him, I felt a lot more confident in doing it. And I'm only worried about, like, right now I'm just worried about these drains. That's all I'm concentrating on, is getting the drains that are down here hooked up to my upstairs bathroom, getting them all hooked up. And then once I get all that done, then I'll start worrying about stubbing out for the van, you know, for your sinks. And I'll run my water lines and get all them done and stubbed out for the, you know, where they go in each every little area. But anyway, so doing it that way, it just helped me out to where I wouldn't be overwhelmed. Alrighty, guys, that's it for this one. And I'll catch you on the next one.